Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my wardrobe. I've been so looking forward to filming this video and I thought this week is the week I'm going to do my wardrobe switchover, putting away my spring and summer pieces and bringing out my autumn and winter pieces. I am so excited about it. So wardrobe is open and ready to go. On this section here I have my shelves. And essentially I have knitwear at the top, some tops here, shorts and skirts, denim, and then we go down into bags and also loungewear, which I know you can't see in this shot, but trust me, they're down there. And then on this other section, this is where I have my hanging rails. So the hanging sections here, and then some chest of drawers or just some drawers on this side here. So we're going to go through everything. I have quite a lot of dresses to put away, like summer dresses in particular, because I just won't be reaching for them anymore now that the cold weather has officially arrived in England. So those can go. And also on this side I'm probably going to take away quite a few shorts and skirts and things because again I won't find the use for those. So I think we'll just get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the hanging section because I feel like this is the easiest, and typically I like starting here, especially for a spring, summer to autumn, winter switchover, because this is where we're going to do a lot of movement as a lot of my dresses are going to go. So I'm going to take out what I'm going to put into storage and then we'll do the reverse. I still haven't quite decided if I'm going to do like a chatty video where I'll just talk you through everything in my wardrobe or if I'm just going to go for it and then put some little music on top. We'll see, but we'll start off with chatting, basically just like things like that. Like that's a play suit, I'm not going to wear that. These are some summer trousers, not going to wear those. Now these are, I wouldn't say these are summer trousers, but oh no, I'll keep these out. I think they're silver, so maybe good for party season. Okay, so I did actually remove quite a lot from in here. I mean, if I just split these up, I do love a dress come spring, summer, so a lot of those are ready to be taken into storage. But other than that, this is what I'm left with. Just a couple of like more formally kind of slip styles, which I feel like I can still style into autumn and winter. And then again, some more like kind of printed, but still ones that I think I can get wear out of. Maybe not now, but going down into like springtime, the following springtime, before I bring out all my spring and summer pieces basically. So I'm quite happy with this selection. I did also already leave out quite a lot of my knitted dresses. So for instance, I'll show you a couple, but I have like this one, which I love, from River Island. This is actually in a gorgeous like purple burgundy shade, which is very in right now, so I'm quite happy about that. Again, just another knitted dress. Like a few of these knitted dresses basically, I ended up leaving them here all year round, so fair enough, but they're already there, so I won't need to make any changes. And then yeah, everything else is like pretty, in my opinion, pretty good for the upcoming season. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got quite a lot of dresses out in front of me that I'm going to need to put away into storage, but that just means more space for more wintry bits. Now, in terms of other parts in this wardrobe, I do have the drawers section down here, but that's all staying the same. I just have underwear, pajamas, and also like loungewear, not loungewear, like gym wear. I hate calling it gym wear though, because I don't use this stuff at the gym, but it's just like leggings and things like that. And I'm just not going to change any of that because I don't switch those things over seasonally. So that's all going to stay the same. Then down here I do have some shoes and like larger basket bags. And now my basket bags I am going to put away. I'm actually really sad because I did not use my basket bags at all this summer, to be honest, at least not in London. I did use them whilst on holiday, but like for instance my Marge bag, which I absolutely love, I just didn't get the use out of it this year, which makes me pretty sad. So these are going to go into storage though, because they are just kind of a bit like boxy and they take up a lot of room. So those are going to need to find a new home, which admittedly I don't have a new home for them, so we'll see where those will go. But other than that, I have a little shoe storage rack here. I'll show you a little bit later. Maybe I'll insert a clip over the top of this so that you can see. But there I just have like shoes and some boots and things, and I think that will pretty much stay the same. I do have a couple of sandals there though, and those can probably go away into storage too. I'm really unsure. I'm using a ring light today. I'm using a ring light to film today, and I just don't know like if I end up going really, because I'm wearing a white jumper, if it ends up going a little bit too bright and like messing up the camera a little bit. So I have been adjusting the light every now and then. I hope it's okay. I decided to focus on the next side. I think that might just make a little more sense if I'm taking everything out and then I sort of know the space I have to work with, if that makes sense. So top to bottom, I suppose. What do I have here? I have some trousers here. These, I think all of these will actually stay out, so I'm very happy with those. This is a beautiful set from Nobody's Child, which I haven't had the chance to wear yet, so hopefully for autumn. And then in terms of knitwear, to be honest, now is the season of knitwear, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep all of those pieces. There isn't really anything I want to declutter. I do have this yellow, I don't know if you can see, I don't think you can, but I do have a yellow jumper in there, which I always put out in the springtime, and then, I don't know, sometimes I wear it, sometimes I don't. This season I actually didn't, but I'm going to keep it. I'm tempted to like store it away, but also knitwear is always good to have this time of year, so I think I will leave it. The only one that I am very sad to have to get rid of is this cardigan. This is an And Other Stories cardigan, but can you tell what happened to it? I very stupidly put this in the washing machine and it was hand wash only. I didn't even put it in a delicate cycle or anything. I literally just slapped it in the machine and hoped for the best. And unfortunately that was the wrong decision, and it's completely shrunk. I have looked into like some things about sort of like stretching out your knitwear again to get it back into its shape, but I don't know if this will. It's such a shame because I loved this cardigan, but honestly this would like fit a child now. It doesn't fit me. I put it on the other day and it was literally like just a crop top. It was just so ridiculous. So sadly this one is going to have to go, but I mean I'm sure a child would fit into this, so if I take it to a charity shop I'm sure someone else will still get use out of that. But other than that, the knitwear is all staying as is. In this section below I have like t-shirts and some other bits and bobs. This I may, can't get it. I may do some movements with these because these are kind of all like vest tops, and realistically I won't wear vest tops that much now because it's just getting colder. So there are a few. I mean, the thing with a vest top is that it can always work as like a layering piece, which is kind of good, but I prefer having a t-shirt under my clothes as opposed to a vest top. I mean, I'll keep a couple out, but like actually I do quite like this racer back, so maybe that can stay as well. This is how it always starts. I'm always like, oh, I'll get rid of this, I'll get rid of that, and then next thing you know everything is back where it was. But there are only a few that I'm keeping. So a couple of bodysuits which still come in handy, not too many racer back tops, and like for instance crop tops. Let me show you this one. Like, this is not getting worn throughout autumn and winter. It's just a little too small for the weather that we have. But this one is, again, it's a crop top. This is a classic black top, so I will just keep that one because it is always good to have a few like basic tops. Kept one, so I don't need that one, and I'll keep this one because this was one of my favorites this year. and maybe this grey. But what I'll do is probably tuck those to the back as opposed to keeping them so close to the front. Other than that, I just have some t-shirts here. There are actually a couple that I don't like. I don't like this. I basically have this one from Superdry. It is cropped, but the reason I don't like it is because it's got such a high neck and I find it a little bit uncomfortable. It is also very small actually. This is a size, it's a size 8, but it's just one of those that like sometimes it's just a little bit too fitted and I find it a bit uncomfortable when it's a fitted t-shirt. So I do think that's something that I'm going to declutter, but aside from that, the rest are pretty much just standard t-shirts, so keeping those. And then as I said, I've got some bodysuits, which admittedly I think I'm keeping all of these. They're all long sleeved, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep all of these. I'm going to have to refold those because I did such a poor job. And then actually, this is quite funny, but for, again, since the last time I did my clear out, at the very back here, these actually ended up staying in here because I forgot about them, but I have a bunch of thermals. So these have been in my wardrobe literally all year round. Thankfully I haven't needed them, but they have stayed in my wardrobe. I think because my wardrobes now are so much bigger than they used to be, I do have like additional space to actually keep out some of these pieces all season, so that's great. I do still think it's a little soon for the thermals, so I am going to keep them towards the back. But what that means is that when it does start to get colder, for example, these vest tops can go to the back and I can sort of switch it that way. I actually quite like that these are much deeper than the shelves that I had in my old wardrobes. I genuinely think these might be like double the depth. Maybe not double, that's probably an exaggeration, but there's definitely more depth there. So that works really well for like these sections that I always really struggled with keeping like little t-shirts and tops and things at my old place, because I didn't use a chest of drawers at all in my old house. So I was literally just using everything in my wardrobe and it worked really well. Like I was really happy with it, to the point where I wanted this wardrobe to essentially be a replica of that wardrobe. But it's just really great to have like additional storage, I guess. These are just basically like some long sleeved crop tops, some bodysuits, things like that. And then at the very back, I don't know how well you can see, but there I have my, I think they're pretty much all from Abercrombie, but they're my bodysuits, like my sort of knitted bodysuits, and those are great. I don't necessarily wear them a lot in the summer, but I do take them to Portugal with me because where my boyfriend's family is from in Portugal, it gets quite cold at night, believe it or not, so usually that's when those come out, but they don't take up much space and I really like them anyway, so they're just staying there. No changes there. Moving down into shorts and skirts, obviously here there is going to be some tweaking because I just don't need all of these out, but equally, as I was saying, because this wardrobe is so much bigger than my old wardrobe at home, I mean, there's still ample room, like I still have space. And the thing with me is that if I have space, I want to fill it, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, we'll see how I get on this summer. But for example, linen shorts, not going to need those. Another pair of linen shorts, not going to need those. These are also shorts, but they're actually not linen, so I might keep those. These, oh my gosh, these are so old. They're from Zara. I've had them forever, but this colour, super on trend at the moment, so maybe I will be restyling those. I have these shorts, which honestly I actually don't love the colour of them. Oh, big mess. I have these Zara shorts, which I don't actually love the colour of them, but I will keep them. With tights I think they're quite nice. Again, a pair of faux leather shorts, I'll keep those. There are some pieces in my wardrobe that really are just staples, so they come back season after season, and those are definitely some. So I guess there are only 4 pairs putting into storage, but I think that's fine. Obviously my denim shorts, I'm not going to keep them out because I'm not going to wear them. White shorts, same sort of thing, so that can go. And then on the skirt side, I don't have a lot of super summery skirts. This skirt is from River Island, and genuinely it has been to and fro of my decluttering pile probably for years now. It's a little bit too short on me, but just come party season, I do really like it. So I don't know, I literally had it in a bag ready to go to the charity shop, and then I was like, oh, actually party season's coming, like maybe I'll get somewhere out of it, so it's back in my wardrobe. But okay, skirts. This is a nice midi. It's a it's a blue midi, little slit on the leg. It's quite summery, but I actually think with a jumper this could potentially look quite nice, so I'm gonna keep that. a couple of other little skirts. There are just some skirts that work all year round in my opinion. This is one that I loved when I got it because I'm such a fan of leopard print, but with it being a mini, I don't really know if it's the most flattering. We'll see if I'll style it up this year. A couple of other like neutral skirts, they're staying. But then I have, for instance, this is a floral midi. Won't really wear this over the summer. This one, on the other hand, little animal print one, could potentially style this one, so I will leave this one. Another floral midi that can go for storage. Little denim skirt. I was gonna go storage, but actually, no, I'm gonna keep this. I have an outfit idea in mind for that. And then these are more wintry, so like a faux leather, another one, and then a little checked skirt. So these are perfect for autumn and winter. So there we go. I mean, it probably looks exactly the same. I think I only took out like maybe 5 pieces, but loads of space. Honestly, this is so empty, it's strange. Then as far as denim goes, I'm not removing any denim because I don't really have like winter and summer denim. It's sort of just denim all year round, so nothing's changing there. Not decluttering anything either. I mean, the most I would say would be potentially my white jeans, but if you watched my outfits of the week video, I did actually style these in that video, and I mean, it's just one pair of jeans, so I'm keeping them out. As you can see, there is ample room. And then if I moved you down, I will move you down. If we come down, this isn't even down to the floor, it's still not low enough, but here I have quite a lot of my bags. And I'm actually really happy having them stored here because I really didn't know where I was going to store all my handbags, but this is a great place for them. There isn't really, actually there are a couple of summer bags in here. I have, I think it might be this, I literally think it's one bag, but I think, yeah, it is this one. This is one of my just like all-time favorite bags. It's from June London. I've had this for so many years, but I just love it. It's such a pretty like wicker basket bag, but again, it's a summer option. So I think this is going to go hopefully somewhere in storage with my other basket bag. Oh, and actually this one is also another quite summery bag. It's again a like, it's not really wicker, this one's more of a raffia style, which I adore. I think it's so beautiful, but I'm probably not going to wear it throughout autumn and winter. So I wonder if I should potentially put that one in storage, but I don't think I'm going to be honest, because I think it fits here. I'm quite happy with it like this. I think for me, it's just a little bit harder to store handbags and things. So for me to like, I don't know, move them to under the bed or whatever, it's just a bit of a faff when I have more space in here. Like I'm even tempted, I won't do this today, but maybe something I could do would be to move up some of these shelves, because obviously the great thing about these IKEA Pax wardrobes is that you can really adjust shelvings. You can do so many adjustments, which is great, as you can change them seasonally if you need to. So I could, for example, change this one, or even swap these two, move my denim up in here, move these down here and make it thinner, have this sort of like 2 stories, if that makes sense, so I can have bags on top of bags, and that would obviously help me keep out like my basket bags here all year round. So that's just an option. And then if I just tilt you down so that I don't have to move my camera again, but you can basically see down here is just loungewear. Again, I'm not going to make any changes to my loungewear. I mean, I do have a couple of shorts here, to be honest. Maybe I'll put these away because they are just summery kind of loungewear shorts, which I doubt I will get the use out of. So those can probably go into storage, but other than that, everything else is going to be needed for the winter ahead. In terms of what's currently in storage, I actually don't have a lot here in my storage tubs. I got these baskets from IKEA, and they fit perfectly on the top shelf here, which is a great option for storing clothes for the season. But I have 3 in total and only 1 is full, and then I might have a couple of pieces in another. So not too much to actually go back into my wardrobe. The reason being is a lot of my autumn and winter clothes are still at my parents' house, because when we moved into this house it was like really early spring, so I didn't bring like chunky knits or anything like that. Loads of my coats are still at home, loads of my footwear is still at home, boots, knee-high boots in particular. I really want to go and pick those up soon, because knee-high boots are an absolute staple for autumn and winter. Until then, I'll make do with what I've got, and I'm just going to put away some of these items. So I don't have a lot of dresses, like I said. A few of my knitted dresses have stayed, so I just have a couple more. I'm putting away these dresses, and also springing to mind is my party season dresses and party season looks, my sequins. They usually come out at this time of year as well, but those stayed at my parents' house because there was no need for me to have my sequins and sparkles here throughout the summer. So there's quite a lot I need to pick up from my parents' house. So I'm really pleased I did this today actually, because it's basically just reminded me that I still have more clothes to go and get from my parents' house. But it's always good to have almost like a blank canvas. That's why I really love doing these wardrobe switchovers, because it really helps me remember what's already in my wardrobe. It almost serves as like shopping your own wardrobe in a way, so you kind of remember, oh, I've already got this, or oh, I forgot I had this, you know, things like that. And then it's always great going into a new season as well to stop you from buying in excess. Wardrobe switchover is done. I'm always so happy when I get to the end of these videos, because it really takes a long time, believe it or not. It's one of those things that's a bit time consuming, sometimes it's a bit boring as well, but I'm really pleased that it is done and everything is ready for autumn. I'll do a quick pan to show you around, to show you how everything's looking now. As the day has gone on, it has got progressively darker in here, but I just wanted to show you how the wardrobe is looking. So this is my hanging section, definitely much more space than previously. Towards the bottom, the drawers stayed the same as I explained, and then we just have my footwear section here. As for the second section, I have all my knitwear at the top, which is actually looking a little bit scruffy. I think I need to go in and refold those. But then I have tops, so think bodysuits, t-shirts, vest tops, literally everything there, even the thermals. Going down into skirts and shorts, followed by my denim, which has stayed the same. I didn't touch any of my jeans. Then my handbags live here as well, which is quite a nice space for them. I quite like it. And then I can't remember if you got to see the bottom shelf, but this is just loungewear. So here you go, a full look of the wardrobe and how it's looking for autumn. Wardrobe switchover ticked off the list. Very happy about that. It's one of those jobs that is always quite overwhelming, to be honest with you, but once it's done, it always feels so good. So very happy about that. I am now going to treat myself to a cup of tea. But a big thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you are also doing an autumn winter wardrobe switchover anytime soon. A very big thank you for watching today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye.